Y'all looking at a hard hat. What's this? I told you there's gonna be a lot of symbolism in this sort of trilogy videos that I'm bringing forth to my audience. Why do I have a hard hat on this little table here? It's a symbol of construction work. It's a symbol of the mason trades, the building trades, and everything got to do with unions, what have you. Now, when it comes to black men in the unions, as long as I've been in the trades, it seems like we'd be apprentices, and some of us would be journeymen, and some of us would get licensed and go on to our other business activities and get out the union, start our own. But that's only a faithful few in the economic sector. Now, I always hear this from my own brethren, my own brothers. They talk about the Latinos as if they is responsible for us as black men not getting jobs. That's a cop-out. You know, the people that's racist towards us, whoever they are in the dock, and which I know who they are, they let them come over here and they let them work for lower wages. This is nothing new. And we ain't gonna work for that. And what's rightful, so we should not work for lower wages. We are citizens of the United States, so they're not gonna pay you top dollar if they can get Julio to do it for less price. So that's nothing new. But here's the catch-22 in the trades. The thing is, they are more cultured than us as a race. I have nothing against my Latino brother. They work together. They could put their pennies together, and before you know it, they learn a trade, they study, they get apprenticeship, they master the trade, then they go in business for themselves and cut the oppressor out. Cut the interloper, he cuts him out. He cut the interloper out of the game. And you know, all said and done, Julio and them, they run a business and they circulate the dollar within their own community. Now, here's what happens to the black man. The black man can't work together. And then, to add insult to injury, we have black contractors doing the same thing that the people that brung them over here done to us. They not, your own brother won't hire you because he know he can put more dollars in his pocket by hiring Julio. So it's not only your white counterpart, it's your black counterpart screwing you too. And this is why you got to look at certain things when it comes to the trades, organizations, and the Department of Labor, what have you. You see, me, myself, I work temporary construction, and they really running modern day slavery. That's what it is. You may not want to look at it like that. Anytime you go and work and know you're supposed to be getting 15, 16 hours an hour, and you're only getting $8, $9 an hour, and you do hard labor, you come home with 60, almost $70 in your pocket every day. That's chump change. But this is how it's done. They use bodies for cheap labor, and the contractors don't have to pay as much for us to be hired for a couple days or a week. Sometimes it may be a long contract, depending on what they're doing. And they save money. And people that issue out the job so we can go out, they cut from our paycheck. See, this is how the monopoly is ran. This is how people use other people. I'm trying to give you a scenario to how the game is played. And this is how, as a black man, talking to the individual that's listening to me, whoever listening to me, you need to play the game like that too, because this is how it's played when it comes to the unions. The unions is an organized, somewhat extortion thing. Call it what it is. They just call it a union. You pay dues. Okay. Know what you doing? You giving some of your check to them. But I used to work for a union. And guess what? They make sure you protect it. Yes, they do. And they pay you a good sum of money. That's why it's always good to go to a union. But they're going to take a cut out that ass, which they should. Hey, again, this is how business is ran in trades. And what I want, I just gave you some little business knowledge about trades and how how I am still in that business of working construction. So let's give you some little information about how this monopoly board, as far as it comes to trades, are ran. Now, something that skipped my mind. I was thinking, and this is the thing. We talk about this gentrification. We need to get more educated. That's another thing. The trade schools. This is why we, as Black people, need to understand this. It took a lot of vocational school out. That was by design, meaning that the vocational schools you got to go to now, some of them cost so much money you can't afford them, and they know this. Half of them people need vouchers. Half of those people need scholarships, or you learn, or faithful few only make it to those trade schools because it's too much money. So they make it hard for you to get various degrees so you can excel, and this is why they took all the vocational schools out. And it was no uproar when all this gentrification started in the inner cities. If you don't have certain paperwork, you won't get certain wages, and you stay below the trade line as far as doing work. You do hard work, but you ain't gonna get paid for your worth. Oh, this is what I was gonna say. And this is another thing when it comes to vocational. Everyone cannot learn on a conservative level or at IT level. You have two kind of men. You have construction men and you have suit and tie men. So I just gave you a little scenario, and that's it. All of my productions, the trades.